guess you could hear everybody.
Oh, oh, that's how we started.
Right? With that?
Sound effects.
You have to explain that.
Hey, man, welcome to the No Buffer Podcast. We here, live and direct.
That shit just put hair on my chest and everything else. What the fuck was that?
That did that? Cause I didn't get that
That's that 92
1792.
That 92 proof will do it to you, man.
That ain't shit they rub on your face and your head after you get a haircut.
On the back there.
What?
And they hit you on that one spot where the barber was a little too close.
Bro, they always do that too, bro.
They try to act like it real cool, too, like they ain't mean to do it.
Bro,
right?
I put my own alcohol on, cause I know where it's at. I feel it.
Look, well, one of my barbers, man, he used to use like a spray bottle. Hit me with a direct spray. I'm like, bro, you need to put a little napkin.
You need to do the mist.
I don't like that, bro. Like, I mean, it's just like it hits you. I guess it's
direct.
a quicker, yeah, it's direct. Thank you. I couldn't find the word. You found it for me.
No, you said it. Like, in the beginning of your sentence, though. I guess you lost it in translation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
It's going to be a long podcast.
Yeah, man. I'm your host, last name good. And to my right, I got the lovely.
Chiane XO, and to my right, I have the wonderful, the majestic, the chocolate drop of the evening.
She call you Majestic, bro.
Bro, that's the first.
Majestic?
Lingo Steve. Hey, listen. I gotta be addressed by all female. Real doubt by that one, bro.
Majestic.
What?
That's a word, bro. I felt that when she wasn't even talking to me.
I felt it, bro.
Gotta empower the king before he got in the world.
Thank you. She is, bro.
Gotta empower the king before he go into the world.
Look at me.
But why look? The gaze in your eyes.
You
But
know,
those say, hey, look at me.
That's the second time you done got me with that
ain't no
shit.
nobody can help it, bro. People can't help it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
He's still looking at you, though. You, y'all crazy, man.
Girl, say Majestic. Lingo Steve, bro. I don't even think I think.
He was holding on to that one.
Hey, we got, and behind the scenes, he don't want to be on camera.
He should, bro. We got space.
Mad space.
6 feet I ain't tripping, bro. I'm out in the world. That's why you probably should be sitting over there with good.
My nigga out here in these streets.
We got our player partner, OG, OG, the original OG.
The original.
Westside Jimi in the building.
Right.
He out here clean and casual too, y'all.
Yeah, he clean and casual with the with them shoes.
With the shoe, that's what I said, clean and casual.
Got the grown man.
Tell her,
Right.
you grown out here, man.
Right.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I ain't say that on the old age shit, bro. That's how you just said it there, bro. I mean, like you grown.
Yeah, I'm
like,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there. No, ain't nothing wrong with it.
H just walked in the building.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, which cone you gonna be? We got another mic for him? We're gonna get a mic.
There we
I mean,
go.
you might well come right here.
Hey.
Family affair. Don't let them sit on that shit.
Hey, that was good.
See how I do.
Get it straight. We're gonna get them set up in the meantime, man. Like, feel good to be home, man. Gotta be here. It's all
Family
right.
affair.
Yeah. What it feel like to be on the couch, man? You know.
Oh man, what is this, velvet?
Something like that. But yeah, we here, man. Coach with the Ratchet questions of the week.
Hold on, bro. Happy birthday to
Right,
the man.
Oh,
bro.
hold
Damn.
up. Hey,
He just gonna slide right
Last
past
thing
that,
good,
bro.
man.
bro, I ain't even think about it.
I feel it, bro. You over here. Nah, bro. We got you, bro. Happy birthday to my man. We just took our birthday shots for him.
Yeah, happy birthday,
He was
good.
on the larceny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? What,
Oh,
bro?
he tried to go old school hip hop. I heard you said Cassidy, didn't you?
Yeah, some people like catching.
Yeah. You just look up Cassidy Larceny.
I just ate a burger.
Oh, that's an album. Song. He caught a larceny case. Oh,
Yeah, we
Right, I
got-
ain't fuck with Cassidy like that.
we gotta
bro.
Google
What
that one.
size that Barry Air? Yeah. Yeah, that album. Yeah, we were talking about that a long time ago, wasn't we? Yeah, I fuck with that album.
Yeah.
That was the only one though. He got bars though.
No, Cassidy can spit.
Yeah, man, this is gonna go into my question. What do y'all rank Swizz Beatz? What do y'all rank Swizz Beatz as a producer?
I mean, are we comparing him to anybody or just him? Period.
Just as a producer
as a
in
producer.
general.
Yeah, is
I
it
respect
like a
him.
top 5, top 10. Like what?
I respect him like I respect Timberland, but a lot of their music ain't for me.
I can't
I
say
mean,
that
he
about
changed.
Hey, we ain't heard H voice on here in weeks, but go ahead, bro. I'm happy to see you, bro.
Hilarious. He changed the landscape of beats at one time. I don't think he's like a greatest, as in I'll give
Okay.
him top 20
I mean,
at least.
so he's a pioneer, huh? I'm saying, what?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I agree with all that, but when did he change the landscape? Like, what was that? What did all that entail?
Right. He did. He was in the beginning of when niggas wasn't doing the samples and all that shit.
I mean, I just want to hear you say it for the people.
Oh, okay.
For the world, Craig.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll say that he was one of the first to use Casio keyboard on
Story, I know that.
yeah, that was it.
Go
But
get your rocks on.
no, I mean I
It's your
respect
birthday,
him.
bro.
I respect him. I think that he is one of the biggest salesmen in hip hop.
Okay.
Not saying that his beats are not like
Y'all on mic?
Don't worry. My nigga hit you with that teacher in the back.
his beats are not like the best beats, but he like the ultimate hype man. Like if I need to get 5 beats sold, I'm gonna call Swizz and say like, bro, you just be the co-producer. I'm gonna give you 50%, but go and get these sold. Cause like he know how to sell a beat. You know what I'm saying? When he own it, the ad libs, all of that, he sell that beat, bro. But if you strip all of that down, I don't think
just the
his
beat.
beats are not like, you ain't listening to him over and over and over and over again with like just the instrumentals with no vocals on them. I don't think so.
Jimmy?
For real, number one, man.
For real?
Yeah.
I ain't here to argue.
No, I ain't mad at that either.
I ain't here to argue. But what you feel
Like
about
Herb say, I would say Switch definitely top 20.
he's definitely a legend.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just saying, what would y'all rank him as like in your favorites type or you feel what I'm saying?
That's what I said. I can name about 20 producers that I would like before him.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, he got a classic joint too. He got some classic songs.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
100%.
You done? Chiane?
Top 10.
10?
Yeah, top 10.
Child.
I mean, cause from what piggybacking on good, like he could take a song or take a beat and just on his own hype it up, which is I think that's cool. Like DJ Khaled does it, but it's not as corny when Swizz does it.
If you take Swizz Beatz off of any song that Swizz Beatz produced, more than likely he on the ad libs. You take the ad libs off, it ain't the song ain't the same. Like he makes the song a lot of times. Like think about it's
Yeah.
It's the same drum pattern.
Well, I guess it's
Swizzy!
yeah.
it's the same drum pattern. But look, like Drake, the song that he got with Drake off of the Fancy. Are you fancy?
yeah,
Huh? You
yeah.
take that off of the
Did he
record?
make Upgrade You?
Yeah.
Was he on that?
Go.
No, you talking about-
Yeah, no, he's in the
Beyonce.
background. He
He
tough.
talking about Beyonce.
Oh, you right.
Yeah,
No,
he on
no.
that.
You talking about Get Me Body? You talking about Upgrade You?
He on both. He doing ad libs on
He
both
did. He
of them.
made Upgrade You.
Yeah, he made both of them, but he
I don't
on
know
ad libs on both of them.
So I was just talking about. So me and my dog was just talking about it before I got here actually, and he was arguing with one of his friends, and he said Swizz Beatz is more relevant than any other producer or whatever. I think it was. He said Dr. Dre.
He said more relevant than Dr. Dre.
Right.
Right now, I mean, he got verses,
I don't think so.
but we ain't talking about music though. If we talking
I don't
about
think so.
What is relevant though? Did that go back to the same?
Yeah, we just had
versus
the
famous?
yeah.
They go back to that.
If we talk about music, he's not more relevant right now.
No, hold on. We can't ask him about relevancy.
Okay, here we go.
I was gonna say,
Before we start, before we go any
say I want to have
further,
this conversation
look,
again.
before we go any further, I want to go on record and let everybody know that the No Buffer podcast moved the needle. As soon as I said something about Young Dro, what happened?
I think that shit was already in motion.
I don't want to hear all that. We're going to go with what
You
happened.
trying to take credit for this?
Yeah,
bro.
we're going to take credit for it.
You're trying to take credit for
After
this.
we said something about, after I said something about Young Dro, what happened? Video shoot in the hood.
Video shoot, concert. That ain't
This
just
shit was
happen
already in
on
motion.
Bro,
You don't just pop up and they don't just pop up and do the video shoot.
just give me my flowers, bro.
No.
Bro, let my man. If it's his birthday, man, let him
I don't
live.
care about that, bro. He was wrong, bro. Look,
Last week, I said, bro, where Young Dro at?
This
That was
week,
my question. That was my statement. I was like, bro, where Young Dro at? He didn't like it because that's his Westside player part, and I already knew he was going to feel a certain type of way. When we look at it, Young Dro, the last hit that Young Dro had was what? We in the City. We in the City dropped 5 years ago. I felt like that was relevant.
my man heated. He's boiling over here.
Then there was like, oh no, he dropped the mixtape. I'm like, name a song off the mixtape. Couldn't nobody give me nothing.
That doesn't mean they're not popping. That means you might be off the grid.
True. I digress.
Well,
No, I'm saying
He
might
said,
be
but
off
he
the grid.
said, bro, where's Rihanna? I mean, he didn't. That
Bro,
wasn't
that
his-
see now you
but
that's a come on now.
But that was the same.
He ain't say it on tape, I don't think. Did he say
yes,
it
he
on
did.
tape?
No, you asked.
I asked.
You
it wasn't,
would
he
you-
didn't, that wasn't his bro.
See,
where's,
look at you
but I
throwing shit out.
asked.
Look at you creating content.
what-
Well, I was gonna get there.
You
Why
the
y'all
nigga that the
acting out
headline
for
would be all wrong.
Anywho,
Go
before I
ahead, go
continue
ahead.
with Swizz Beatz
Yeah.
shit, Joe, they had shot a video in front of my brother's house on some humble shit, bro. That shit was amazing, bro. Tip was out there directing. It was some amazing shit. Oh, I told you earlier today, my bad. For the people.
Yeah, yeah.
For the people, for the listeners, for the culture.
No, that was dope though. That was dope to see. That
Yeah,
was dope to see.
yeah. But
Glad
you
to
didn't have to
glad
do
to move
that.
the needle like that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
had to do.
Say something about Dro. Dro felt that pressure. Like, shit, I got to shoot a video for that TikTok song, bro.
So, back to the Swiss shit.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
He ain't about to do the one like that. He about to do the one like that.
Go ahead. Like, you know, in person, I feel you. From the West Side, I get it.
So,
From the West Side with love.
I disagree, Black, about the Dr. Dre and Swizz Beatz. I feel like, see how I feel about Dr. Dre. You could put in a reservation and put a deposit down. You still might not get that beat. Swizz Beatz, you can put in a reservation. It might take you a minute, but you can still get it.
We ain't gonna hear Dre shit till he passed. It's sorry to say, but
What?
all that detox shit, we ain't gonna hear that.
yeah.
until
And you
he's
probably
gone.
gonna get that then. You probably got in their will somewhere like, no, that's in the vote.
Hilarious.
Why y'all think that is, just to get off topic a little bit?
Why you think that is in the vote?
Yeah.
Yeah, why y'all
I
think
am
he
curious to
holding
know
on
that.
to it?
Yeah.
I don't think he loved it. But like Dre is a perfectionist. Like he on some. He don't
like
need it. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying. He ain't like everybody else. Like I don't need to drop this. If I drop this, I'm only doing this as a favor for y'all. Like I don't have to. Like the dude only on drop how many albums? 3?
Let me lie.
But he's a producer. Damn, do beats for niggas, nigga. Like,
I mean,
damn,
I'm
man.
For the West Coast now.
That shit.
I'm
don't-
almost positive. I'm almost
don't do
positive
that
that
shit.
some of these albums don't came out. These beats were probably on detox.
Make beats for niggas, nigga.
Yeah, I'm sure some of them and some of the songs too.
Hey, breaking news. Walmart is selling 4 PF chains.
I saw that.
We're selling what?
What?
Baby Chain.
4 PF chains, little baby chains.
Hilarious.
That's his label. Four pockets
Walmart
full.
doing that? That's a nice little deal he don't
Walmart
cut.
got everything, but Walmart is monopolizing it.
No, bro, but that's bigger than that's huge, bro. The fact that he don't cut a deal with Walmart to sell his.
I ain't thinking about him cutting the deal.
Right, them niggas probably just made that shit, man.
No, I mean I would hope not. I'm sure.
We could go to the kiosk and buy it too.
Walmart ain't gonna slip like that.
Yeah, I would think Walmart ain't gonna slip like that.
They don't want that type
Yeah.
lawsuit. And they know they got it.
Yeah.
I know you got it.
Can
I'm
someone
gonna go for
enlighten me,
everything.
please? I feel like we're talking about sports. Enlighten me.
Oh no, like Lil Baby, his label is 4
Got
PM.
you.
So his
4 pockets full.
Gotcha.
so his chain or his the What is it called? The emblem?
Emblem.
Yeah, Walmart selling it
For
according to
$25.
So I know he don't cut a deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
I would think so. I would hope so.
This on their website and everything.
Yeah, that shit right there.
Great brand of words.
Black and white.
Damn.
Culturally ratchet question. Did Lil Baby take over as the new revolutionary hip hop artist?
Nah, not revolutionary. He did his part.
I like how you answered that, brother. I can concur.
His part.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
He did his part as a black man.
Yeah.
But-
He used his platform for good. He did well, very well with it.
Did Lil Baby did Lil Baby has Lil Baby became the new revolutionary artist for hip hop right now? Cause they put him on the pedestal after that song. Like, don't get me wrong. I told Steve probably about maybe a month ago. I was like, bro, like Lil Baby, like I slept on him. I forgot what song that was, but yeah, he definitely my new favorite artist right now. But the messaging that went out after that song was just on some like, yo man, like Black God, revolutionary.
I feel like it was definitely needed, but he used his platform for good.
But how old is the Corday dude?
He young. He like 20, 25, 20.
Nah, he younger than that. YB and Corday?
Yeah, he's young.
Because I was gonna say Lil Baby is the youngest talk. Because I ain't heard nobody younger than him talking about what's going on.
Mainstream.
Yeah, mainstream
Oh,
anyway.
okay.
I think
Even on the underground, though, I ain't heard no
expected,
underground
bro.
really. You know, that's well, not. Yes, I have. I'm tripping.
I was gonna say most of that herbal tea and whiskey, them niggas is young.
Y'all bugging. That Paid in America put out some fires, guys. That shit fire.
Older than 25. You feel me?
I mean,
I mean,
YB and
too.
Corday is 22.
22.
Okay.
Appreciate that
Damn,
plug
he's
though,
young.
brother. Granny pack of 38. I don't know about y'all. My grandma, she had a pack of 38 and a 22.
I got a question.
Go ahead. Culture ratchet question.
Steve, can I have the bottle, please?
So, with everything that's going on right now, you know, the conversation is definitely blacker than it's ever been. I would say. Where does music return to after this?
Hold on, man.
Y'all trying to act like
Yeah.
y'all trying to act like Jimmy ain't did this before.
Right.
He 3 years in the game on the media tip.
Shit.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna slide it. Thank you.
I
Well,
don't know.
Yeah, I would like to hear from y'all down south people, because y'all really the ones who fuck this shit up any goddamn way.
fuck me.
There you go. That's somebody. That's one of them bitter New York dudes.
Why
No,
you
that's
always
not-
drop the
that's
mic
a-
like you just said.
Right. And walk off.
Hey.
And walk off.
It won't
Right. And they gonna get the answer
I
right.
ain't get an answer. Like, type of dialogue you got going on. I don't even want to answer that.
That sound like every nigga upstate Land Cruiser done got repo.
Jimmy, I'm asking you a question, but I will say this about Baby. I feel like he on his way to be like that nigga in Atlanta though, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think he gonna hold on to it because he young. Folks ain't gonna get tired of him for real. Especially if he keep progressing like he just did from tape to tape on this last one.
Do you? Cause I just thought about.
I'm asking you a question though.
Do you think he gonna eventually have to change his flow at some point?
He might do it just because that's who he is.
I mean, he's
No,
supposed to,
I-
as in growing. When
Yeah,
you
but
grow,
that's it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if
Like
I
his
feel like
flow
he'll,
changed already now.
I feel like
Well,
he'll grow into it.
I guess the way he like with the heavy auto tune and all, like I wonder will he grow out of that?
I don't know.
You know what I'm
Wayne
saying?
didn't.
Huh?
I don't know. Wayne didn't.
But
Man,
T-Pain
Wayne
did.
evolved to that though.
He did.
Like Wayne
You
wasn't.
call
Out,
that evolution?
yeah, because I mean he did it. Wasn't no other rapper doing it.
right. When he
T-Pain was doing that. Wasn't no other
But
rapper.
T-Pain- and then
right.
T-Pain got
He
out
said
of it.
once he did it and heard how it sound, he fell in love with that shit, and that's why he do it all the time.
Okay.
Like, and I don't have a problem with Lil Baby doing that. I'm just wondering, will we get tired of hearing that? You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think so.
I don't know. I don't
Depends
know.
on how hot the songs are.
Depend on the content.
I was gonna say it really depend on the
Wayne doing all that bullshit.
And
but he's
we don't
saying
wanna-
some shit. Like he's saying
Sometimes.
like metaphors.
Yeah, I was gonna
metaphors,
say,
not like a message. I'm just talking about
I
like
don't really
metaphors.
think so. That's why I don't
Like-
want to hear from Wayne.
Like metaphors. Why he always
got
got
Lil Wayne and shit, right?
He cool.
I went going back, bro. A lot of them shits is just they're clever, but they're empty.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you,
empty as shit.
he is.
Like a empty
This might
Louis
be
bag.
blasphemous
Yeah.
to some people, but he's the equivalent of Tupac, where Tupac have a lot of dope stuff, but because he recorded so much, there's some stuff in there that just like okay.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Like it
There's
ain't
some
ba-
motherfuckers I throw in there too, though.
like who?
Gucci Man and Currency.
I can respect
Oh yeah,
that. Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Like they volume is
Yeah.
just crazy, bro. But
Like everything just ain't.
everything don't
Like
hit.
he
Yeah.
probably got 5 of the same songs and don't really know it. For real.
Facts.
Alright, so the answer Jimmy question, what would I like it to go back to?
Not where you would like it to go.
Where is it gonna go?
Oh,
Where
where is
it's
it
gonna
gonna
go?
go?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I don't think it's going nowhere.
Oh, so wait, what you mean? It has to change. It's changing already.
Not necessarily, bro. I was,
Okay.
You
Little
gotta-
Baby wasn't making records like that prior to
He's
this.
not gonna continue to make records like this.
All right, I
That's
think
how
he
he
will.
was feeling.
No,
Right.
I think he will. Yeah,
What they saying now, like
he's seeing all the love he getting from doing this. You think he gonna go back to some regular trap type shit? I don't
Bro,
think so.
T.I. gets love all the time. He
Right.
makes trap music still.
Right.
But at the same time, though, even with Lil Baby, like even in his, he really more inspiring. It ain't really like, I mean, I guess you could call it trap, but he's not really talking. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it because he's talking about just overcoming shit basically and just, you know, becoming. I don't know. I guess it's the life he's living now. Like he's just talking about that for the most part.
I
I don't
think
feel like he's talking about nothing that's degrading or nothing like that. He's just talking about his life.
I mean, he said, I pull up my pants and you know I ain't stand like.
That's his life, bro. That's his life, though.
He said, fuck all that cuddling and shit. Like, I'm sticking and moving.
But I think
Sticking
I think the
to
reality is that he just I mean as any artist you're gonna evolve, bro, as time go on. You know what I mean? Like
It's
don't-
gonna go back to categories, I believe. As in, there was artists who did that type of music. There was artists who did party shit. Because now everybody was doing the same shit.
But it's not our. That's whose fault is that?
so
Y'all not New York rappers not sticking to their roots. Like
No. What are you
Facts.
talking about?
some LA niggas not sticking to their roots. Like you know what I'm saying? Like people not sticking to their roots. Like whose fault is that?
Everybody wanted to get on.
Man,
they wanted
niggas
to play
want the
game.
drip.
Yeah, they wanted to play the game.
Niggas
you
want
know?
the drip. Man,
So-
I'm trying to tell you.
Jimmy, I want to clarify your question. So are you talking about it as far as the current climate as in like with protesting or are we talking about with COVID?
If we angry, if we quote unquote angry
The
right now,
content.
what's going on? I'm just saying it would look a little funny if we go back to shooting niggas with that 40 cal.
I feel that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was gonna
Right,
say.
right, I was about to say
I
that.
don't- did-
He's
yeah, I was
still doing
gonna say I don't think it's ever gonna leave.
Yeah.
Like as long as niggas is shooting niggas, that's never gonna leave. I think what needs to happen needs to be a shift on the focus
Yeah.
of the music.
Yo,
Not,
my sister
not
called me
necessarily the
to say
content.
Father's Day on the block, niggas was getting wet up. So it's like niggas still don't give a fuck.
How did she say that to you?
She said, "Yo."
What was her tone?
She said, "No, it was a text."
No, real
That's the
talk.
words. That's the word of the day.
It was a text. So then I called, like, "Yo, Blase Blah got shot." She said, "Word, yo, the young niggas was wilding out there yesterday." And I'm like, "Oh shit, at a Father's Day event?" And she said, "Yeah." Father's Day cookout, 3 people got hit, and that's crazy.
This is on
In the
topic, but off
Bronx.
topic. I'd like to give a shout out to my timeline. I didn't see any single mother's post about them being the mother and the father. So I like to thank whoever created that tweet and whoever reposted it. I'm so glad y'all single mothers shut the fuck up this year. It was a beautiful thing to see.
Yo, that's ill, right? Now that you say that's like word.
I ain't see it.
none
I ain't
of that
see it this
shit.
year.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
And we hey, united front, bro. We coming together.
Hey,
Hey, we gonna
look
see
at
if
us,
them niggas
buying
play
black,
basketball.
shouting out fathers. Look at us.
We coming together.
Who would have thought?
Uh-oh. What you got to say, Groovy?
It's coming.
You talked Young Dro up.
Huh?
You talk Young Joe up.
He ain't talking up, bro.
Thank
That
you
shit was
for
already
spoke him
in
up.
motion, bro.
Bro,
Spoke him up.
Come on, bro.
Spoke him up,
You
bro.
know the deal, bro.
You know what it is though? Good an insider for real. And he had to.
He the plant.
He had to.
Hey, wait.
Because bro, it don't make no sense that all your bro wears pop up that next week, bro.
Bro, I'm
You
just
an
trying
insider,
to,
bro.
I'm
Black.
just trying to tell
He the
y'all.
plant.
Like,
Inside
He the
straight.
plant.
I keep trying to tell y'all no buffer move the needle. Y'all just accept it, bro.
Niggas be listening to the episode, say, "Oh shit, let me go. Come on out."
I'm just saying, bro. It's cool though. It's cool. Whatever. What? Hey. There we go. Jimmy, I think what's gonna happen,
Hey,
bro.
I'm in the video too.
Oh, word? You jumped in?
My nigga went outside.
Did you finesse that move? Make, you know.
I finessed a lot of stuff, bro. I'll tell y'all off camera about everything that really happened. Like it was like a whole little shit was happening, like a lining up, bro.
Yeah. That was, I mean, you from the west side, bro. It was only right.
Yeah, but I'm trying to hold this Steve's.
Pulling the Steph.
What? I did that shit 3 times.
Look, I seen you last week. Everybody looked at me crazy. I'm like, bro, hold up. Don't be, I did the whole proper thing. I'm in the elbow with it and everything, bro.
I'm trying to stop it, bro. It's on this way. It's on this way.
God bless
Go
you.
inside the coat with it, bro. That's all good.
You right.
Yeah, go
But
inside the coat.
It should have went away by now.
they had like one of the. Tell me what shit gets here.
No, I'm saying I said God bless you. Usually go away when you say it. Before.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You welcome.
Majestic.
Bruh.
It
The stare.
So one of the producers was like, "This y'all time to shine if y'all want to get in the video." Mind you, they shooting at my brother's house or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, okay." You know what I'm saying? They had to sign release for him, but it was like a dancing part. You know, I'm too cool for that shit. So, one of the scenes, Joe walking down the street or whatever, and my dog, he was doing what he was doing and rolling up and shit. And I'm standing next to him. And everything I know, white guy all in my face with this shit. I know I gotta be in it, bro. He
Yeah,
was
you
like
in
in
there.
my grill, dog.
Yeah, you
Like,
in there. You in there.
I felt the light,
What you had on?
huh?
What you had on?
You'll see.
No culture, ratchet tees and nothing.
I did.
You said, you'll see.
That could have been a little plug, but it's okay.
Now, see, I asked that because depending on what you had on can determine whether or not you're going to be in that video.
I'm always fly.
That's what I'm saying. You good to go then. Was the shoes reflecting in the gold joints? You got the gold joints in there, man. Look, Steve had, look, you would have thought a couple of weeks ago Steve was in the Olympics or something. You remember the dude? What's the dude's
Michael Johnson.
Yeah,
Michael
I
Johnson.
got you.
And they were reflecting.
I don't know.
I ain't know they reflected until I seen that picture.
Speaking of reflections, we saw. I don't know if Good saw it, but you see the
I
Lingo
saw it.
sighting. The Lingos was out.
Yeah,
The
I
Lingos
saw
was out and
that.
about.
I got a whole post talking about No Buffer Podcast,
The,
Lingo Steve, Chiane XO.
the Lingos made an appearance.
Oh yeah, we was
Oh,
live out there.
I missed y'all conversation. What you
Said
said?
the
y'all
Lingos made an appearance.
Yeah.
Oh, the Juneteenth joint? Yeah, that shit was popping.
Yeah.
I heard him.
I'm
I
gonna
heard him.
hey, I'm gonna have to holler at
No, I heard him.
Prince.
I just zoomed past it. You know.
I'm gonna have to holler at Prince because I stay down the street. They ain't get no invite.
I ain't know, bro.
Yeah, like you said, you know.
The homegirl knew about no.
No, that shit was lit.
I was out there on the
Yeah, I know Flower Killer.
Yeah. Had a few strippers pull up from the neighbor.
Neighbors came
Yeah.
over with dancing and
Yeah,
everything.
neighbors came through. Yeah,
Would have been a nice little function. I was chilling. I
a
was
nice little what?
I was chilling. Function.
Yeah, I like that.
I was chilling. I mean, I wasn't doing nothing, bro. I was at the crib. Everybody sleep at the crib. I'm just up looking at TV. Whole time, all this was going on.
I'm sorry. I ain't
Down
gonna
the
lie.
street from my crib.
Only reason why I ain't say I figured you had the kids.
It's all good.
That's why I was
man.
like,
when the nigga voice get rising, you know he feeling like down the street for the kid, down the street for the
He
crib.
said, "Give me the chance to say no. Just give me the chance to say I can't."
No, it ain't like real talk. Though.
So shout out to Pressure. It definitely was a lit
it looked
situation.
like it was.
Juneteenth celebration. You know what I mean? It was full of love.
full of blackness.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know we did.
Drinks was flowing like the
Facts.
Nile.
Yeah.
I got a question to kind of expand on Jimmy question.
Cause we ain't answered Jimmy question at all, bro.
Oh, man.
I thought we did.
I thought we did.
Well, y'all two did.
Then nobody else did. I ain't really.
Oh, you-
answered.
oh, okay.
No.
No. Oh, you did. We said we don't think it's never going.
Like we touched on it, but we didn't really go in depth.
No, it's all good.
That's my definitive answer. Like I don't feel like it's ever.
I think it's going. I think you're gonna get a resurgence. Like people gonna jump in and try to do it, but then they're gonna slowly peel back. The reason why, like I asked you about, are you talking about with the protesting and stuff, or with COVID? The reason why I say that because this pandemic is making stuff different. Mm-hmm. People ain't at the clubs heavy like that. So when you ain't at the clubs, the music can't be the same type of music. I know, yeah, group like Lou being in
Man,
Did they play that Lil Baby in the club? That new Lil Baby? Oh, okay.
they coming back to the club now. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying though, like real talk, for like 3 months, when you're not in the club, like that music is different.
I got a headache.
so
It's different.
to more to your point, and to touch on last week's episode because I was not present about like you said, things aren't here, so niggas ain't really got shit to do but pay attention to this shit. What's even more annoying outside of hearing the music that is now being put out, because it's not like these things haven't been happening, it's the like the radio stations. Me personally, I think all that, the highlight of like, they'll play like this real black ass song of like, and then they'll explain the song like, this is America, it's talking about police brutality and movement of black lives. It's just like, that shit is just so corny to me. And it's like, why does it take all of that to get recognition of things that we've been doing all our lives, that we've been going through and enduring for generations? Like, why does it take that?
Hey, don't get it twisted, man. Like this is a movement going on right now, but it's been hella monetized.
Yeah. Oh, facts.
They are gentrifying Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. Like think about it, man. Like when all these corporations and stuff start coming out talking, everybody, I'm talking about, but you got people just like they running commercials making statements, and I'm like, why?
That shit nasty.
Because I feel like if you support Black lives, you ain't really got to make a statement. We should know.
But black lives always been entertainment, whether you dead or alive.
But you up here talking.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
I wasn't ready for this.
I do this little thing where people I kind of run into sometimes when these type of conversations come up, and I bring up the show First 48. And I asked, like, when it's a case about a white person getting killed, like, what do you usually do? Like, do you really sit there and watch that? You know, it's not as interesting, as fucked up as it sounds, as when a nigga in Poker Bean Project getting shot. You glued to the TV for that. White people death are kind of boring.
That's systematic, bro.
No, I mean, I'm not
That's
gonna lie.
systematic, bro.
I'm not, as an avid First 48 watcher, hey, that nigga had me when he was like, yeah, man, last thing he was here at the studio, man, that nigga said, man, let's listen to his last recording and see if we got some evidence on the track. Y'all, they dead ass played this nigga's track, and I was like, that shit was the weirdest thing to me on First 48. Like, they was really playing his music, and then was like, oh no, we didn't find nothing on the track. We thought we could find some clues. And I was like, y'all think this nigga gonna say? I mean, not that it hasn't happened before in the song, but it was just tripping me out
The
that
Melly shit, the Melly Murder on My Mind.
right, but it was just tripping me out that this is the First 48 episode, and like this is on TV, like they listening for some shit and playing it for the world.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a beef right now. It's been going on. I don't know if y'all know about the comedian. He from Houston. Rico. Fabulous Life. I forgot his name. He's a comedian, but he ended up getting shot by Yellow Beezy's people, so called or whatever. And it's an artist named J3 that actually, if you listen to his music, he got probably like 7 diss songs saying what he's gonna do to Yellow Beezy when he catch him, and he don't give no fucks. So you could listen to his music. Something happened to Yellow Beezy, you know who did it.
Yeah.
So to your point, no, I don't think the overall content. I feel like whatever your circle is, whatever you're going through, you're gonna rap about your environment, and then whatever relates to the masses is gonna hit. But you know, like you said, Lil Baby, like if I ain't never heard Lil Baby, I probably would have heard of him just now with that song.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I probably never gonna listen to Lil Baby again. Like if I didn't hear about him prior to. So it's like it's a thing of what's happening right now, what's being pushed right now. And then, you know, of course you got your own thing of music, your own taste or whatever, but for the most part, you know, all this shit is happening because we're in the spotlight right now. Like Trey Songz would have never made a song called How Many More Times. It's just like, you know, and things could have happened. It's like he had a child, so that could have changed his perspective or whatever. But just the fact that that's the forefront right now, and that's all that we're seeing. That's what. It's popular. Yeah. That's what's good. That's what's gonna be in the history. They're gonna talk about Black Lives Matter movement, and then the culture and the music and what businesses did, and then how Black people progress from that. It's gonna be It's kind of like they're prepping the story already for what it's gonna be. Yeah. But I don't think after that it's gonna. I would love it to. I would love it to shift music, to be honest. But in reality, I don't think it's going to.
So who determines what's being pushed right now?
People.
Yeah.
No, not the people.
What people?
The people. I feel like this
Money
time
people.
more than ever. This time, like with the COVID and the shutdown, this showed how much power the people have. We have so much power because, again, there's not. We control the money. If we don't spend our money, then what?
Okay.
Of course, they got the power to push the button, but they only pushing the.
If the people are push Lil Baby to make the song that he just made,
Why can't we push more?
and by everybody in this room, I guess Logic, in about another 3 months, we going back to the shits. So the people will rather hear shoot that fuck nigga over help that young nigga. That's what you're saying. The people. That's what the people is wanting. Are we the people, or are we talking about just everybody?
I say we are, and I say the simple fact that the bullshit is getting pushed is because it's nobody our color that's running these labels that's really pushing these buttons. So me just thinking the way I think, it's an agenda being pushed. Because we still, like, the people like the Kendricks, the biggest artists, those are some of the most conscious artists. Right. Drake is not, but the Kendricks, the Coles, those are some of the biggest artists, and they're the most conscious artists.
I think it's sad that you're going to say two.
I would say crit. I'm talking about on the mainstream.
No, you're right on that. No, I'm saying not you.
But there's only like a hand. When people say conscious,
But that's what they pushing. They pushing the bullshit. Like people, you got to think we live in a world like where people just take what's given to them.
Right.
So they taking whatever music, and that's why it seems like the Tekashi shit. Like, bro, they're force feeding that to us. You feel me? Because if they weren't putting that marketing behind him, we wouldn't be hearing about him no more.
Right.
But it's marketing. All these bloggers, they keep talking about it and they keep bringing him up.
It's money and clown shit.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's an agenda that they're pushing.
Yeah, it's money and clown shit. Cause somebody said the other day in a comment was like, "Oh, how y'all giving him all this attention?" This is probably like 2 weeks ago. I guess he dropped the song. I don't know if it's been a week, 2 weeks, whatever fuck. And you know, it's like, how is this, you know, how he got all these people back in because he dropped the little Akon snippet freestyle. And I was like, nigga, you ever seen a clown ride in a car by themselves? Never. Clowns do clown shit together because they think that shit funny. That shit is amusing to them. They're here to entertain you.
So are we insinuating that Akon is a
clown?
A clown?
I feel like
he did clown shit.
No, you know what?
That was
I
very
feel like
clown.
That was a sacrifice.
What did Akon do?
For who?
No, for him because the next week later, he got the $6 billion.
Oh yeah, okay, I get what you. It was a marketing tool.
He did what?
He did a locked up remix with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like he gave him cleared the sample for him. But it's like all press ain't good press.
He got that $6 billion.
But that shit was corny.
Steady trying to find them.
That shit was corny.
Why do
Like there's so many, and I guess for the publicity and everything of it all, but it was just like, why? You took a song that meant something to you, that really popped your shit off, something that you really went through, for a nigga that is wearing a lace front. Like, what are we doing? I mean, I get it, but
Hey, good.
there's another way.
We're doing a lot of flashback on some man shit. I want to apologize about my little rant last week on
what?
everybody need to be outside, like for the protests and shit like that.
Oh.
My man went on a rant on my ass, so crucial.
What do you say? What do you say?
But at the beginning, like he said something at the beginning, that's all he needed to say. But he went on a rant after that. I was like, bro, all you need
So
to
you
say
knew
was
it?
that. Huh?
So you're a new one?
Slick. On some homie shit. And they say,
What did you say?
bro, you went and ask your offensive coordinator to go kick the game with a field goal. Everybody got their role to play.
See, look, let me say something real quick on behalf of him. Sometimes, my grandma told me this a long time ago.
Oh, this is real.
Somebody gonna plant the seed, but somebody else gotta come and water it.
Hey, those are nothing but facts.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
Wait, it is a bar.
Facts, man.
So I sent y'all. Y'all didn't discuss this. This happened after the shit. So the video clip I sent in the group about when the white pastor was explaining how he looks at his white privilege as a white blessing. Of course, there's more to the story. I didn't see the whole interview.
Hold on, what happened?
Look, I'll give you
So-
context. Louis Gigolo, I always say his last name. Funny. He's a pastor at Passion City.
Sound like a strip club. All right, go ahead.
The church, you know where the church is? It's right off of Lindbergh. Like,
Oh, that big one?
yeah, it's a big church
Across
right
the
off
I
street
of
know
from the
exactly
street.
what
Yeah, I
you're
know
talking about.
exactly what you're talking about now.
Condos, apartments.
I used
They
to
got
go
like
there.
4 services.
Yeah,
Bruh.
they do. I used to go there. I used to go there like,
Oh, word?
yeah. I visit there. I was in between trying to find.
That's a
church.
big ass
Yeah,
church,
it's a big
though.
church,
That shit
big
is
church.
Like they shut the street down for their party.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
On some Creflo shit.
yeah. Oh,
Right off
Lindbergh.
Lennox. I
By-
mean,
it by
Lindbergh.
the train station.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, like
About parole.
call that- hey, that-
you know these niggas a visitor. The nigga said that about parole.
that we call that
Wait,
shit flash
what?
over.
I had to
Zoom,
have a
right?
visual of the street, so I was like, that's not it.
See, look, what I did real quick, right? I was like, okay, I know where he be going.
Yeah,
So
but-
he might be talking about that church.
I do
right
exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, long story short, it was him, Lecrae, and
Dan Cathy from
the
Chick-fil-A.
CEO of Chick-fil-A.
And I want to point out that Bernice King was supposed to be there, but she was sick.
So I don't know exactly what the initial argument was, but long story short, he said that he likes to think of his white privilege as a white blessing, meaning that the curse that is slavery he has benefited off of those curses. And according to the Bible, there is no blessing without a sacrifice. And so he likes to call, instead of saying it's white privilege, a white blessing, because he is benefiting off of the curse of slavery.
Y'all think the Wendy's got burnt down. Oh, the burnt that motherfucking down, bro. What this nigga just
I want to go on record and say that is the problem when you try to talk like a Christian instead of just talking to the people.
I can feel that too. He tried to make that make sense, didn't he?
Trying to make it make sense. And really what the truth is, what he really wanted to say was just like, look, slavery was a blessing to white people and a curse to black people. Point blank. Like, that's what the result of slavery.
Right.
It ended up blessing white people and it ended up cursing black people. That's all it is.
Can we be mad that he feel like that though?
Say that he was just trying to be too much of a Christian, bro, and like trying to make it make sense instead of just like
Accepting it for
accepting
what it was.
what it was. Like, it's the word blessing.
So I had this conversation with,
And he throwing it in my face. Bro.
I had this conversation with a person that is heavily religious in sorts. And when I heard it, and I was like, but that's not the definition. If you want to get just technical with the English dictionary, that's just not the word that's not the term, or the word blessing shouldn't be used in that context. Benefits would have been a lot simpler. You benefited off of slavery.
Which is the own fact.
Yeah, but don't
throw it in my face.
But the fact that you're trying to twist your mind to think, or to you're training yourself to think, and then not only that, now you're on a platform full of people that are watching. You have a platform because you have an entire church, and you're spewing that to say, oh, hey, don't call it a privilege, it's a blessing. I think that aspect of it is wrong, and it's very what's the word I'm looking for?
Is that right? Twisted to try.
It is twisted,
to be trying
but
to
it's
justify
lazy.
it.
It's lazy, and it lacks accountability and responsibility of a platform. That's what I didn't like.
That's true.
So you could think however the fuck you want to. That I'm not saying that. Who am I to tell you what you shouldn't be angry about? That my point was that word blessing should not have been used in that context. It was just wrong.
You know what I ain't like though, Cheyenne? I really didn't like how people came at Lecrae.
Yeah, like what the
what
fuck is
happened?
he? Yo, they was coming for him like, oh, look at him nodding his head in agreement, and it's like, how do we know that?
They basically wanted him to
check him then.
right then and there, while he was still probably trying to.
I do too, but I understand. Nah, I don't.
I'm not that, like, for me.
I understand both sides.
I understand both, but like for me in that moment,
Explain
I'm probably
explain
not
the side.
into.
Explain that.
No, because it takes me a second if we're in the midst of something.
I ain't saying you got to cuss this man out,
No.
and really go and show them what they want you to show.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But something needs to be said. Did he say anything?
He did, but it wasn't.
He ain't cut.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't
I needed to cut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like he, and I'm gonna go on record and say this to all my black people: if you're in a situation like Lecrae was in with the pastor, your best thing that you could do in that moment is be like, could you clarify what you just said again to me? It didn't come off the way I didn't quite understand the way like how you just said it.
There you
I
go.
didn't
You
quite
media
understand
trained.
it.
There you go.
Because what that does is now you forces him to double down on what he just said.
Yeah,
Because if he come and say that again, like now I gave you a chance to correct it,
and you still
and
come
you
with
still
that
didn't
shit.
correct it. So now that's true. That's what you believe. So now we can go in and really have a conversation.
Right.
What Lecrae did was he just didn't. He was in the. This is I forgot the method, but when we talk, if I'm nodding and I'm talking to you, you see how y'all.
I'm
both
listening.
Nodding? Y'all both
Yeah.
nodding. And ain't like I just said no, and y'all. Lecrae was stuck in. The pastor was talking, doing this, and Lecrae was like, "Yeah." And then when he heard what he said, he was like, and then he took a step back and he did a response, but the response wasn't what it
needed
should
to
have
be.
been. You know what I'm saying?
How do we even have time
And
to
that's
sit around
Yeah.
and just nitpick like that with all this shit that's going
Right.
He ain't lying though.
Right,
You know what I'm
and that
saying?
was
No,
another
that's
thing.
true.
You did
And
what
that
I'm
was
saying?
another thing.
Like that's like the nigga that played high school ball. 15 years ago, sitting at home to my what goddamn Odell Beckham should have did
Yeah.
on that play.
Right.
Nigga, you do it.
fact.
What you would have said
Not a motherfucking thing.
in that situation?
He can say what he want to say. I ain't got to. I mean, I don't know. I ain't seen the situation.
Yeah.
But if I didn't say anything, and you did what I'm saying,
I do.
and next subject, like niggas gonna have to stop talking. We've been talking too goddamn long, and your feet should be tired. 'Cause you damn sure been marching too goddamn long.
Yeah, you talking about. But okay, well, I'm gonna say this, Jimmy. They're up there having a discussion. If they're up there to have a discussion, I need to handle his business on that discussion.
Right.
Yeah, I feel that.
Not on some like we out here just kicking shit
Yeah.
out on the street. They're having a discussion. It's whatever platform it was on. I don't know. I ain't see the video.
I think.
But they up there to have a discussion.
But even more to the point of
That can't slide.
no, that can't slide. But sometimes those discussions need to be had. whether they're on public platforms or private, because
He said he did address them- he addressed
no,
them
but
privately, too.
to the point of like Steve said, his homeboy had to getting his ass to tell him what he needed to know, and now you're knowledgeable of the information. So I feel like it's a thing of nitpicking, but I also feel like it's a thing where we have to start having these conversations because some people just don't know and they need to know.
And they just turn a blind eye because we don't
Right.
say nothing or do anything.
Right.
I think we saw that in the case with the Drew Brees shit too. Like these are like we do have to have these conversations because they're not experiencing what we experience. They don't experience like when the police get behind us, it's fear.
And Drew Brees is around black people all the time.
The time.
Just because you're around them don't mean nothing.
No. Bob said you slick though. You kind of know what's going on a little bit. You're around her. He's around more than the average white person might be.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, and he still had the nerve to say what he said. You get what I'm saying? Like, but it's the fact that ain't nobody like they're not having these conversations or like inviting him in their world.
I'm down for like
together.
yeah, I do feel like we do a lot of talking. I feel like it's only because everybody keeps saying, oh, nobody gets it. We see it, but we don't like. Well, now we're telling you, we're giving you an explanation for it, and now you don't. Now I don't believe in like spoon feeding. I'm not finna spoon feed you and give you videos to watch and shit like that. Somebody else could do that. That ain't for fucking me. But I definitely feel like the conversation should be had. And that could just mean against the shit we doing right now. It's 4 of us in here and we're all gaining a different perspective and knowledge on different topics of what everybody's talking about.
I just wish the conversation would be had first in the village.
True.
I wish it would be had first in the village.
True.
Make sure everybody under the roof, everybody in this live hip hop daily building, let's understand what the agenda is.
Right.
That's the
Then let's hit
problem.
streets.
Right. Yeah.
That's
No.
the problem.
When
we don't
and
have. Everybody has.
a different agenda.
10 people might have this agenda. They might have this agenda. They might have this agenda. Nobody has that one agenda that's gonna get what we need to get right now.
Right.
Everything is on social media. Like it's not even like you say, it's not in house. Social media is a public platform.
Right.
Everybody got an opinion.
On social media, like it's a great tool, but it's not. It's a public platform.
Right.
At the end of the day.
Do you
Right.
do you really think we can have just one agenda?
No, I don't think so. I think you can have multiple agendas, but you got.
Well, no. Let me rephrase
gotta
the
go towards
question.
one goal.
I don't mean one. Yes, we all have one goal for just shit to be right. But when you say to have an agenda, to meet up in the house, have an agenda, and explain to these people what we need. How can we have in 10 different households come together? What is that one agenda that we need?
I don't know what the one agenda is, but you can have one agenda, and under that umbrella comes 1,000 goals that you reach to get to that agenda. You know what I'm saying? You can't just conquer the agenda.
Right.
Like it's steps, and it's gonna take a long time.
Yeah.
Well,
No, that's real.
I was asking because I've been around a different agendas. I've been in the house with them.
Yeah.
It's, hey, for better lack of words, these ain't my words. I'm quoting people. Fuck crackers. We gonna do our own shit. We don't need them. Fuck the government. Then I've been in other houses like, let's just get together. Let's vote. Let's make it. So it's like these different houses. I don't really know what the agenda is. It's like it's split. Yeah. It's split between fuck them, we don't need them, and then it's like, yeah, fuck the system, but fuck the system. Like we gonna keep fucking up the system until we get what the fuck we want. And the other half is like, no, fuck all of that shit. We gonna do our own shit. And it's like, that's the plight that I see all the time with black people.
Okay, so maybe the term majority rules come in, and then another term come in that I'm saying used a lot is if you ain't with us, you're against us. That mean niggas too. If you ain't with the agenda, fuck out.
I feel like we gotta stop moving cause everything it's like we gotta stop moving out of spite. And let's just support each other just cause, you feel me? I feel like me personally, I think economically, and I think that's probably the closest we can get to being on the same agenda. with just shopping with each other, just boosting our economy. We can still shop with them, like, but it don't have to be like out of spite, like, oh, I'm only fuck with them because they. It's just like, man, we just want to boost our economy, and then once we do that, we can start making decisions, making moves, and I guess putting those funds where it need to go.
That shit right there will bring you a lot more change, a lot faster than being out in these streets fucking
Right.
shit up.
Everybody say
Right.
America is what a capitalistic country. Mm-hmm. So shit, we just got to play that game. Like, you might not like to be a capitalist, none of that, but you have to play that game.
Right.
You feel me? You have to play that
Can
game.
I ask y'all, everybody in this room, a question? Who are our leaders?
In the black shit.
I don't,
That's
One by
tough.
one, one by one.
I don't think we have certain leaders, and you're not an Asian or nothing like that, or you're not white. But who are the leaders in their communities?
I can't tell you.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that ain't.
I don't think we need leaders.
No,
I think
no,
it
no.
starts
I think
within.
that's
Like, you feel
part
me?
of. I feel what Black's saying though, because I think that's part of our problem. Is because we try to define roles when in fact we all need to be leaders.
Or let's be clear.
Let me
I'm sorry, go
Because
ahead.
like what I mean by that is everybody ain't built to lead everything.
Right,
You
right.
can be a leader in your household. You could be a leader at your crib. You could be a leader at this podcast. Like, there are certain things that we can lead on.
Yeah.
But what's also important about a leader is a leader know when to lead and when to fall back too.
Mm-hmm.
Because while I might lead a lot of stuff, I know it's somebody out there more brilliant than me that I can be like, look, bro, I don't know how to do this, but so I can lead all this back here. But when I get to this point, like, I don't know public policy like that.
Right.
But I know how to motivate my people to do other things. But when we get up to the public policy,
I got you.
I got to holler at my partner who know public policy and let him lead. You know what I'm saying?
But Black, we know our leaders during the civil rights movement, but you don't know the white leaders back then neither, though, do you?
Who was our leader in the civil rights? Martin Luther King and them? You saying?
Yeah.
And he had a crew. It wasn't just him.
I mean, well, if that's the case, you got Kaepernick. Kaepernick is a leader.
I asked.
But that's-
I just
He's a leader,
asked.
like-
But that-
I
but-
asked
That's what
you.
I'm saying. I don't think it's. I get what you're saying. I don't think it's defined, but
What?
you feel me? I think at them times, like them, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X probably was just the most popular, the most famous in a sense.
Yeah, that's what I said. You can only name Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, but he had a whole crew.
Bro, can we say
Like-
what it is?
Huh.
Really?
Go ahead.
Black people always looking for somebody else to do the work. Mm-hmm. That's all it is. We have a problem with waiting for somebody else to do the work. We want somebody else to lead. We want somebody else to write out a plan. Start doing it. Like, we all got the internet, bro.
Right.
Like, we can go and do very small minimum work and start on our own. Like Black said earlier, if we start focusing on our economy, that don't take leaders to do that. We know that Black got a company. You supporting them right now. I don't know if God is dope is Black, but she's supporting God is
Hey,
dope
Black.
right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's small things like that, like live hip hop daily. We in a Black studio.
Right.
Those small things, because while it might seem small to us right now,
They're
what that
huge.
does is build a community. Now, if we focus so hard on going in for us, we don't have to worry about relying. We don't have to rely on them to help us out with anything. We don't have to rely on them to give us money to fund stuff because we funding ourselves.
But
More-
to Jimmy's point, what he said earlier about First 48, you're not about to watch the white episode. Everybody's gravitating to like Black people. We push the culture, all that.
I don't watch
So-
that shit because of what he was talking about. Like, I don't
But
like
if
that
you think
shit.
about
It's entertainment,
entertainment,
bro. This shit ain't no fucking entertainment. Bro.
But I feel you. But they using Black as entertainment.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah.
say if we the leaders for real. If we start shopping with ourselves, then they gonna start coming hair. They coming to get hair. The Asians gonna start shopping with us to get
But
their
that's what
hair.
they
We
do.
the
But that's
distributors.
more to the point of you and Good. There are Black leaders out there that have plans and agendas, and whether you get with it or not, they have them. They've written them out. They know step by step what to do. It doesn't matter if you want to follow it or not. The biggest difference is kind of what you were saying last week. Is it bad enough? We're comfortable with shopping at Amazon and going to Walmart and going to Target and shopping at non-Black businesses. But is it now bad enough where it's like I only want to shop and be at Black businesses?
Now, I do stand on that one though. Good. Like, yeah, I don't think it's just bad enough for people yet. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you still
niggas,
that's
we,
real.
I mean, not niggas. We not uncomfortable. Like,
yeah, we're not.
yeah, all the
that's
way.
one
We
thing.
not all the way
And let's
uncomfortable.
be
100%
clear.
real.
What made it uncomfortable? Like, it's gonna sound bad. Don't kill me. But the mentality of it is the reason why we were able to shop black and have Black Wall Street is because we weren't fucking allowed to go anywhere else.
That's true.
That shit said colored only, and that's what the fuck you bought.
Yeah.
So it has to get to your point that bad where we're like, no, I'm not fucking with that.
What is bad enough? Didn't we talk about that?
Yeah.
Too?
Yeah. That's why I said I'm piggybacking off of what you
I feel
said.
like this is bad enough.
I don't know about last week, but I remember talking about it at some point.
Yeah.
I remember
But
talking
what
about
I'm
it.
saying is like Good was saying, we got to stop looking for that one person. Yeah. Everybody's doing their part. Like, literally, everyone is doing their part now. You got to figure out where the fuck you fit in that part.
I think, I'm not speaking, like, necessarily for me, but as a whole, we look for that one or a couple people. Everybody can't speak at once. Then when everybody get to speaking at once, it be leading to different agendas that don't get you the way you was trying to get the
But
fuck.
that's why I said you got to pick and choose. It's the same shit like voting. Since we in that political realm right now, like, you gotta speak to who speak to you. Whoever's speaking to you, that's who you go with. You may not agree with everything they saying, just like you don't agree with everything your mama's saying, everything your daddy's saying, every advice or opinion that's given to you. But you can somewhere. Exactly. That's your tribe. They're called tribes for a reason.
I want to kind of go back to what you said though.
All the African tribes that fuck with each other.
My point exactly. Like he said,
You're so black,
you
bro.
either with us, yeah. You stupid.
I mean, that's what.
It's accurate.
But I want to go back to what you were saying. Like, we don't. It's not bad enough. And as sad as this may sound, I don't think the white people gonna let it get that bad again. They need us, but they know.
And they know that.
They know that. They need us.
I don't think
we know.
I see what you're saying.
That they need us.
I see what you're saying, and you on the head with it.
Like they're not gonna let it get. Yeah, that's a good part. They're not gonna let it get bad like that, bro. Because and what we're seeing is, as soon as we thought that we were like, we pounding the head. What we seeing now? We seeing and let's call it what it is, right? At the end of the day,
it's cap.
when you see a commercial,
it's cap.
That's marketing.
It's cap.
That's cap. That's money. Right, so you're seeing like companies putting these commercials out. We can go and look on TV right now. There's probably going to be a back-to-back commercial talking about
you
Black
could
Lives
scroll
Matter.
on Instagram.
All of that, right?
The moment a company starts with the "We stand in solidarity," I'm good on you. I'm unfollowing you, and I'm fucking good. Like, I'm not here for this shit. That shit is cap, and it's nasty. And that's the beginning sentence.
Yeah.
We recognize, man, fuck all of that. It did not take us not fucking with y'all for y'all to understand that this is beyond black spending power. It's like just basic human fucking rights. Niggas just trying to live, running down the street. That's it.
Did you say that the most that we were together and the most that we loved each other was
shit was fucked up?
Was slavery.
Well,
no, I ain't gonna say slavery.
When we were not,
I'm gonna say civil rights.
When we were not accepted. And so I think all
Yeah.
of that, Jimmy, I think all the
Would you say
the
most that we loved each other, the most that we were stuck together, looked out for each other, was slavery?
Probably so.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about this some other shit too. Like,
Probably so.
In terms of like,
because we were all in the same boat, pun intended.
And
Yeah.
I felt you.
No, real
Lord.
talk.
Like,
We were all in the same
Yeah.
that was a bar, bro. That was a bar, bro. That was a bar, bro. He hit you.
Hey,
Cause look, he hit you with that
he
pun
did.
intended.
He did. He wanted you to know.
Yeah.
If you would have let it go, it would have went.
It wasn't as far back as slavery. The whole bus, the whole bus
civil
ride and all
rights,
that
yeah.
shit worked.
I say, but I could. Well, hold on, Jimmy. I got to think about that too because
Bro, it's
no. Listen to me.
Sorry.
They did do a number on this in slavery when they was like the house nigga, field nigga type shit.
Yeah.
Like it was all kind of other different shit going on, categories going in that shit too. You see what I'm saying? So I'm a hold on my answer for right now.
But hold up, EA Sports got a shit. Every time I turn on to play 2K, it's a whole Black Lives Matter message.
Told you.
And that shit blows my mind.
Call of Duty.
I don't want to
Ain't
see this
lying.
shit here.
Call of
He ain't
Duty.
lying.
All this shit.
What do you want to see? Like, What are we asking for? What do we?
It ain't really for us. That's my whole thing.
Yeah, like
Well,
we're not
It ain't
asking
really
for that.
What do we want to see?
No. I'm good with what we seeing out here, but damn, I want to play a game.
That's just like
My nigga
saying,
said
well,
practice.
shit, man, there ain't enough black women actresses in movies. They start putting them in there, but they playing a certain type of role.
Right.
Oh, they playing a goddamn.
I mean,
You gotta be
damn, you can't
burned.
satisfy niggas for shit.
Nah, come on, you can't say that.
I can't.
No,
I literally just did,
get it.
and that's just the real. That's just what it is. I'm just asking,
Wait.
what do you want to see?
When you win an Academy Award, right? The whole Moniques and all of them, you supposed to you jump to a certain level, right? Once every black person won that shit, they not giving them that 20 million. They like, fuck that.
Okay, so you know what that tells me?
Yeah, that shit is bullshit.
No, it ain't no bullshit. That's just white people looking out for their own.
Right.
Should be
that's how
taking
it goes.
notes.
Right.
That's
Should
how
be
it
taking
goes.
notes.
I agree with you.
You did what I'm saying?
I agree.
I'm just saying we got more
Bro, I was
millionaires
not
in our
prepared.
community
All right,
than we ever
shouldn't
had.
be complaining
That's
about
strapped
that.
in.
No.
Niggas need to be sharing. Niggas don't want to share.
I think it dropping
Niggas
gems.
don't want to share.
I'm just saying.
I'm with you on that.
You did what I'm saying. It's time to stop. Better. Well done is better than well said.
Why I say this too, H. When you say I don't want to see that, I'm trying to play a game. You saying that because you try to escape from somewhere. Like why are we trying to escape? We got to get them.
No. Well, we black. There's no escaping for us. That
But
message ain't for
No, I get
us.
yeah.
Sports it's like that. Like it's their escape. It's their escape.
Not for us. Once we step outside, ain't no escape. Shit
No,
can
no,
still
no,
happen to us.
but no, but the thing is like it's
feel that, though.
it's a slight distraction from your reality.
No, it's not.
No, no,
I'm straddling tonight, right? I
Right.
did both.
So
I did sides.
I'm
I
saying,
did points
I'm
from all
saying it not
sides.
because you thinking like when I'm done playing this game, but it's like, ayo, like
Bars
the
coming
shit-
from everywhere.
The shit is too heavy right now. I just want to play this game.
But I mean, you can, because I'm backpedaling too now. Like
I'm
you can look
straddling.
at it both sides, because it's just like, am I supposed to be on duty 24 hours a day, or when do I get a? But I'm saying like,
I'm sorry, H. I'm straddling over here, bro. I'm all over the place, bro. It's
Clarify
bars all over.
on duty.
But I'm saying like, because you saying like he playing the game, he playing the game. He don't want to. That's his time to when he's
Unwind,
not on
relax,
duty. You feel me?
yeah.
When you're not at work, you don't want to be doing work shit.
Right.
So. Cause I mean I don't want to look at this as a job though, cause being black is not a job. It's that's how we
Shit,
living.
it fucking feel like it. All
But
these
at the
statements.
same time, it's just like, man, I think that ain't good. I don't think that might be good for your health to always be.
You gotta have an
Right,
escape.
you gotta
You
have
feel
right.
me? And that's what
You gotta have-
I
you
can
gotta
see the
have an
game
escape.
being. in that sense.
More to the point of like, why the fuck can't they? Not can't they see it? It's not that they can't. They just choose not to, and I get it. But like, why? Somebody has to tell you being black is a job now. The fact that we're just now making black mental health an issue, not because of like slavery and systematic oppression and education and poverty, the red lines, like, but because we just said Black Lives Matter and started burning shit up. Now you want to tell me to take a break from social media because they just keep reposting niggas dying every day.
Who's saying take a break?
Yeah,
I ain't heard
Oh,
that.
no. Oh, I've heard it.
Okay.
I've heard it. Take a mental break, log off social media, go take a walk in the park. But shit, like you said, that's a break. But you don't stop being black. I can go take a walk in the park and get shot today. Yeah. So what I'm saying is like there's no being black is you don't want to make it feel like a job, but it's a job. It's a job being
to
black.
me, they was even if they put it up, the EA Sports shit. Take that once that 1 day or 2 days, take it down. Like that shit's still there. That shit is crazy.
But at the same time, though, it's keeping your mind on it. Like it's even though you, but listen, but you ain't it ain't only black people.
Millions of
playing
people
2K.
play 2K.
Right.
It's all different type of people.
And look,
We know
and
that.
they play all times of the night, bro.
Right.
And a side.
All across the world, bro.
I have to understand the message ain't really for me.
But that's what you gotta. That's the point. It ain't. We fucking know that. It's for them.
Yeah.
Like we fucking know that. That ain't got shit to do with me.
So do you want the publicity or not? You want everybody in the world to know about Juneteenth or whatever or not?
That was my thing.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want it or not?
It's a blessing and a
It
curse.
might not come comfortably, but if it comes,
Hey, it's
you ask for it.
It's a blessing and a curse.
That was my question. How do y'all feel when you're talking about the rappers going forward? What do y'all? Is Juneteenth gonna be the new 4th of July? Do y'all think this energy is gonna be carried on as a tradition?
We'll see 4th of July.
Yeah.
Couple weeks.
People still will celebrate
I know they.
Hey, the first nigga I see with a flag up,
They still gonna shoot 12 niggas on a rap song too.
them niggas shoot 12 niggas tomorrow.
So who really ready?
Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody ready.
Hey,
Oh, okay. Well, shit, ain't no use to even having this conversation.
My
shit
man
done.
said,
This over with.
I'm a head out.
We would know.
You done laid down H. I'm saying nobody
man,
ready.
The reason why I'm saying we not ready because if we really want to be real, all the police stations, fuck the stores, we would be fucking up their shit. Going to Buckhead or wherever them rich areas and fuck shit up, not over here. That lets you know they ain't real. It's not.
What's that gonna do besides make them motherfuckers double down on how they treat a nigga anyway?
That's why I say we ain't ready because we can't win a war like they got shit that we can't fight against.
Because it's a psychological warfare.
It's
It's a psychological warfare, man.
Well, they beat us, in another way. You feel me? With this coronavirus, they beat us in a whole other way. They ain't have to fight us like they beat us.
So we shouldn't be spending no money on shit, Nike, none of that shit.
I'm
All
with
that
that.
shit should crumble.
I'm with that.
I don't really see too many black niggas with some fly shit. You know what I mean?
I'm not.
I won't say that. I just say that the marketing ain't been pointing
Right.
in that
Yeah.
direction. That's all.
I
it
mean,
is.
why don't you you
like-
fuck with some manatis? You gonna fuck with the manatis?
No, but I don't buy designer shoes either, though.
I mean, just regular. Those would be the new Nikes and shit.
But I don't feel like. Oh, go ahead. You better say something about that.
I was just gonna say, bro, we have to realize that it's gonna take a lot of work.
a lot.
It's
And-
not in our lifetime, I don't think. Maybe
I mean, it could, but it's just the amount of work that it's gonna take. If we want to see it in our lifetime, then the work got to be done, bro. Like you got to train your child to think like that. Like they say, children are like the future, right? You got to train your child now to start that. We behind, bro.
And how do we train adults to be forward thinkers?
Are you gonna put your kids back in school?
My kid's not in school right now.
I
They
mean,
do
well, when
everything
it's
at home,
time
but
for them to
they
go to
young.
school, when it's time for
I
them to go
can't
to
be
school,
honest with you. I don't know.
Would you homeschool them or send them to the school?
He say he don't know,
I
bro.
said, I don't know.
I hate when folks ask you different question, bro. But
no,
it be the same question in a different
I
way,
honestly
bro.
don't know. Like right now, we are technically homeschooling my daughter, and she's learning very fast. So, but
But it's
I
not
don't
just.
know.
It's not just. You can't. I get where you're going with it. Believe me, I do. But it does not end at school. If you're gonna keep teaching a child, parenting a child, it does not start and end with school. It does not start at 7:30 when they get there and
Yeah.
2:30 when they get off that bus. So you can be very smart and intelligent, and you can train your child to go to school, and then when they come home, you teach them the shit that you want them to learn.
and you can tell them straight up, like, look, all right, cool. I think you can give your child.
You gotta
the
give them
game.
both sides.
Tell them like, look, if you go into public school, they're gonna teach you a lot of stuff that don't mean nothing to you. You ain't gonna think about it once you get out of here.
Why give them that? Why?
I
No,
get-
because
what I'm saying,
because you
that's
gotta play the game.
I'm saying that is an option if you're there, because the truth be told, if you want to homeschool comes with a real sacrifice. Everybody don't stay at home. You know what I'm saying? We staying at home now because we stuck at the house, but when this thing get back to normal,
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
teach your child to be the one that piss your teachers off. When these niggas start talking about Christopher Columbus and the origins of the flag, he ain't discover shit.
I don't think school is gonna be the same after all this anyway. Because I don't think none
I
of this
think
shit.
so.
or
These niggas
Chiane,
did change the book.
I'm sorry, Steve, because you've been trying to get a
Sorry.
word in my phone.
Have I?
Look, because he did like, hey, I was getting ready to say something. He did like this, and then I was like, oh yeah, I felt it just then.
Sorry.
But, hey, as a man,
Cause it's all good, bro. Because I gotta get my mic right now. I've been got that leaning on this shit so long, I'm trying to get my question out. Cause A said some shit that hit me. He was like, "Well, this shit ain't gonna happen in our lifetime and shit." And I feel like it's people's problem too. So how we train ourselves as adults, like this might not,
I'm a sacrifice.
this ain't gonna happen in my lifetime, but I got to go hard. It's hard. You feel what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
that means that if you're not accepting in your lifetime, you setting your grandkids and their grandkids up for it.
but
So,
it's already been trained because
Right.
you feel like you've been set up like
for
yourself
gender,
too.
your whole
You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like,
it was
ain't nothing different happening. Like
right. That's cool.
it was a while ago. This was probably like some of our earlier episodes that we recorded, but we had a conversation when I was talking about finances and just like learning how to not be in debt, all of those things now, right? And while that is very hard work and it takes time, we have to be on the same page to do that. number one, because if we can figure out how to manage our finances, then when it comes and honestly, I think this COVID-19 really showed people that like, bruh, a lot of this stuff that I got, I don't need. Like when I tell you the first 2 months, I didn't wear a watch. I love watches, but I didn't wear a watch. Didn't have a haircut. Like all of that stuff.
You got
like
two on.
I
I'm
mean,
fucking with you.
but,
I know I'm fucking with
but
you.
I'm saying though, but like you realize that I'm stuck in the house. I'm doing all this stuff for everybody else. Like, hey, what no cologne. All of these things that I'm doing. It's just like what my dog CeeLo said. It's all for another nigga to see. That's all it is. Like think about bro. I legit every day, bro. I'm in basketball shorts and a hoodie at the crib every day.
How did you feel?
Chilling.
How did you
You
feel?
feel me?
I'm chilling.
But I'm at the point now, bro. I'm only getting haircuts if I got some shit to do.
Think about how much money y'all don't save because y'all ain't out and got to spend money on getting stuff to
You
eat.
say all that shit.
What's yeah, you out here. You different. But I'm saying the majority of
Because
people, bro,
do.
like you chilling. You actually don't stack some bread. If y'all look in y'all bank account right now, y'all probably don't save a little bit more money than what you normally been doing.
Ever in my life.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna call you. But I was like,
I feel stupid.
that wasn't the time. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like when you start really processing and start thinking about this stuff, it's all for somebody else.
I don't understand the most money I had in my life though. Like
More to the point of education, being financially literate, historically literate. Like we have to know all of these things. These things have to be taught to us.
you
even
said you
as
dropped
adults.
50.
Yeah, he did.
I said it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, but at the same time too.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Hold on. I
my
interrupted
bad,
her.
my
And then
I
I,
interrupted
wait,
her.
and then I confirmed.
You said yeah.
Finance.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry. More to my point of we have to be literate in all aspects. They got a head start, and now we playing catch up, and we not just playing catch up. We're playing catch up internally, but knowing these things externally, financials, literacy, history, like these things we have to teach. We are having to teach grown ass people this. So it's gonna take a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna see it in my timeline or in my generation, because I firmly believe that it will happen.
I think to your point too, I agree with all that, but I think too we gotta accept that it take time. You feel me?
That's true.
We live in an instant, like it's not
Instant
gonna take
gratification,
a year. It
yeah.
might not take 2 years. It might take 5
And
years.
it's
So
gonna
we just
take a
gotta
while.
we gotta allow people to grow. We gotta allow people to develop and just accept
Evolve.
that. Again, what you were just saying, it might not happen in our lifetime.
And you got to
feel
be
me?
comfortable
It's
with
gonna
that, but
gradually
still
get-
get the same effort.
because think,
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you
You
go.
know, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that's-
you
yeah.
got to be that same nigga trying to get in the league, knowing you might not never make it to the
Right.
league.
exactly. Because you got to think, bro. The
That's real,
people
though.
back in the day that was in slavery, that was in segregation, our shit is better now than it was for them.
Yeah.
But it was the sacrifice they made.
Yep.
You feel me? They was the sacrifice they made. It was for the bigger picture, and that's what we got to do. Like,
Bro,
And if
feel
you
me?
if you don't believe in that or sacrifices or that things can change, go talk to your grandmother. If God willing, if she's still alive, or your
Talk to your
grandfather,
mom.
hell, your great aunts, your great uncles, and you get them around the table, some cards, some drink, some good. No pun intended.
Them people with Rosa, even though she sued my boys. Them people with her.
Yeah.
Now, that was a protest right there. Like because it required sacrifice.
Yeah.
You did what I'm saying. Now burning down the windows or what they say a white person did it, but running niggas Nike stores and shit, taking Nikes out, that don't require no damn effort. I tell you what, go out
It's not
there,
affecting their life.
go. No, listen.
No. The
Mm.
insurance, bro. All that's covered.
Go out there and
Yeah.
go do that shit yourself. Let one nigga go run in Nike and take all that shit out there. It don't take no effort to do that when thousands of motherfuckers doing it. You know what I'm saying? You got something to hide behind.
Yeah, I see what you're
But
saying.
with Rose and them, it had to be some niggas that was like, when they boycotted the bus, Like, damn, man, we just started riding this motherfucker. Now we gonna have to start back walking an hour and a half to work, and it didn't take us but 15 minutes on the bus. But you know what? Fuck it. And my sister on riding with her.
And there's probably some niggas that was still
So they
riding.
had to walk until shit got right, and shit got right.
But it was more niggas that was riding with her than what nigga. What Dre said? Is a nigga with dreads really down for the cause?
Is every nigga with dreads for the call?
There you go. You caught me.
Is every nigga with goals for the fall?
Hey.
No. Don't get caught up in the appearance.
Listen.
It's Outcast equipment now. Another
Come on.
No, you can't throw cast lines.
Y'all want to end the show on that?
You can't throw cast lines. You
Hey, but to my point, it's always that's why they call them the ops. The ops is always gonna be there.
Yeah.
But see, like
They always gonna be there.
when he was talking about how the bus, like that really affected their business. Then hitting the Nike store, the Gucci store, their
That didn't affect
insurance.
the shit.
Like they were probably like, oh shit, they fucking up my store.
But
Next
listen,
morning,
It is.
No, but no, I can't say that.
If it
I can't
wasn't
say
fucking
that.
up their business, then they wouldn't be acting. They wouldn't be having these
No,
marketing.
No, not
make
the
this
looting part.
I'm gonna say this real quick about those industries that got looted, right? What people don't know is companies like Gucci, Louis, they holding on to product that they can't sell. Like
Right.
that's just it's like when you walk into Macy's and you see all these brands, it's just advertising.
The inside school.
It's advertising. Like none of that. They ain't making a lot of money off of that stuff. That's just there to be like, oh, dope, Sean John. That's like having a live hip hop daily banner in Macy's. That's all it is. Like Louis, they hold on. They are an expensive brand that are hoping to sell product. When they don't sell product, they not doing like how Macy's and all these places sending stuff to Ross.
all right.
They're not doing that. So
Or
they
to the
just-
outlet.
Yeah, they can't do that because they're a luxury brand. If they sell their stuff for cheap, they brand
It's
is
over
diminished.
diminished, yeah.
They're not gonna do it. So what we did by going in there looting those stores, we did them the best thing possible because all their stuff insured. They made money from looting.
But at the
They
same
made
time,
money. They made profit.
but you got to think, a lot of brands, they want to keep their image clean in a sense.
Of course.
So you feel me? If it get to the point of we hitting these stores and then they're not speaking up, it's like, oh, we not fucking with them. We not fucking, and now they gonna lose money because
But that's,
I know a lot of
but
our
that's
people-
why I
That
said
ain't what's
that
going
all
on,
that the moment your shit start with we stand inside, all that shit is kept because you know a lot of your dollars are coming from black people. A lot of that shit, your company could have been black based.
So Jimmy got me thinking about this Rosa shit, right? And how they boycott the buses. What do they value most that we can affect?
Money.
Nice.
Stopping with each other, you get money. It's a capitalistic
So you
country.
talking about specific?
Yeah,
Oh.
like you know what I'm saying, where it could be like, I mean, that took what, like a couple years.
It was like 100.
Boycott.
I think it was like 137 days or something like that.
I don't know for sure.
I don't know off the top, man. I'm just ballparking,
But
but,
it-
I
yeah,
think
it-
it was.
I mean, let me ask a question, and I'm just kind of ignorant to it. Like, what how did us stop riding a bus really affect them? Like, what was like? How did that affect them?
Cause we was giving them the money.
So again,
But
goes back to
also-
No,
that's all I'm
and
asking.
no. On top of that, they weren't giving us white people prices. They were charging us double.
Again, so the root is money.
Yeah, that's why I said.
America.
That's why I said money.
So
Yeah,
stop
no,
shopping
that's why I
at what
said.
they stop shopping at these racist companies.
All right, you want to
They
know?
own everything.
You wanna
bro.
know what it-
Jeans
Yeah.
I got on
We
probably
own-
come from somebody.
You want to know where
No,
to stop?
no.
Where to stop at? If y'all really like stopping right now, like cancel all Amazon products.
Because it's going through
What Amazon is doing right now, I don't know if y'all peep.
Hold on, though.
But I'm just look, I feel
I'm
you.
fucking with you, I'm
But
fucking with you,
I
I'm
pay
fucking-
for
I'm with it,
Amazon.
bro. I'm with
But
it,
like,
bro.
like
Too, they
think,
ship me
think
lit.
about it, right?
Nah, I'm talking about work for them. I'm with it though.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're
Facts.
right. But like when you want something, the first thing the average person do now is what?
Amazon.
They go to Amazon. You don't even think about it. It's just automatic. Like
It's
man,
a lot of lazy shit people order too, bro.
Bro, people order Uber Eats. That's some lazy shit. Grocery, like that's
But at the
lazy.
same time, we gotta be realistic. And Killer Mike showed you that on that trigger warning.
yeah, gotta be.
So if
real.
you try to
Man,
shop
listen,
only black all you want
yeah.
to, you're gonna be starving.
That's another one.
We don't own that much. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I will say about Amazon,
You
because,
talking about the clothes and shit, bro? If say all black people want to go, whoever make the jeans or whatever, they'd be overloaded like a motherfucker. Niggas ain't getting no jeans.
But okay, now we got
Back order like a motherfucker.
That goes back to my saying of you got to just accept that it's a process. You feel me? I mean, you got jeans right now to where you can hold you over to when they get enough money to.
But if
where
I'm gonna stick to what I'm sticking to, I'm like,
You're gonna wear, yeah.
I say if I'm gonna stick to what I'm sticking to, like say like I'm only shopping black or only rocking black. Shit, I'm out here with drawers on.
But
Probably no drawers.
No. What I'm saying is that you already got clothes right now.
There's somebody that probably hate me
but you already got it. You ain't. I'm talking about going forward.
Go
Yeah,
forward.
going
It give you time to wait. Like, okay, to this I'm gonna shop with you, and then as the company grows, as the company gets revenue, then I can start investing into more employees.
Like
more,
I
you feel
said,
me?
those businesses in Black Wall Street existed because that was all that they allowed us to be in.
That's all you had.
That was all we had. That was it.
you know what else is funny about the word allowed? The fact that we're on this platform. What is video going?
Oh.
Where all the
pot
content going that
pickings.
we've been talking about tonight? Instagram, Twitter.
why I'm drinking.
These folk that y'all, or I ain't gonna say y'all per se, but
I was gonna say you in it.
that people say they use the word they or them. Them white folk.
We all
Them
here.
white folk let y'all, they allow y'all to get on their platform and talk about them the way that y'all do and still make money off it.
So what I was thinking
Damn.
about. No, real talk.
Hey,
What Jimmy was saying.
your caller's still out there, bro, to be a preacher.
Right.
Your caller's still out there,
But
bro.
real talk, like what Jimmy said is so real. The reason why white people don't care because they built the infrastructure.
Exactly.
Amazon, YouTube, Spotify.
Well,
No.
Think about it. They ain't worried about. They not
Oh,
worried
the
about.
collection tray?
They not worrying about us because they built stuff that we need. So what we got to do as black people is build stuff that the world needs.
We need to also learn. I hate to use that word though.
What, learn?
Check this out. Wasn't it Jews before us, right? Slave wise, if I'm not mistaken.
what they who?
Jews were first slaves.
Jews?
If I'm not mistaken.
Egyptian.
No.
What
The
you call
Holocaust.
it?
We about to get ratchet.
Nah, it's finna get biblical right now. I'm talking about when they built the pyramids and stuff. What
It's,
we talking
I
about?
Israelites?
just heard it was
Hebrews?
Jews. I don't know.
Nah, hold on. I'm finna tell you, bro.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, you know.
Are you speaking about
No,
the
I was-
Holocaust?
Nah, he's not. He's
You
talking
talking
about.
about before then. You talking about Jesus
Bro.
and all that.
You ain't never heard your grandma say, I was working like a
Hebrew slave. I said the Hebrews.
You heard that shit?
Yeah, the
Hebrews.
Israelites.
That's not Jews.
But I said
That's
the
not
Israelites.
Israelite.
Yes.
You talking about Noah?
Oh,
Not
get
Noah.
ratchet.
But you talking about in the wilderness?
But they weren't Jews when the first slave, though.
No.
No, I ain't said the first. I said
Oh.
before us.
Oh,
Before black people.
okay.
I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know for sure.
I'm a heathen in Bible terms.
And then they said fuck it one day. If I ain't mistaken, I don't know.
No,
You
they
have to
did.
Fact check because I don't
You know.
know where you're coming from. Jimmy. I don't want to agree with you.
You know.
I know the story. I don't know the people.
Okay, well,
But I know what story you're talking about, but I don't know the
I
people.
don't know.
Okay.
So
Well, check that real quick before I go any further, because I may have heard wrong.
Are
But
we
to-
talking about the wilderness? You talking about? Are you speaking biblically when Moses let my people go?
I don't know nothing about the Bible like that.
That's
Well,
why I
all
said.
the-
That's why I
You know what
said
I'm saying,
I've heard
but-
the story before. I don't know who and what because I'm
Yeah,
a heathen by Bible.
and I may have
text.
heard wrong. I'm just saying, what are Jews slaves before black people? Like I got here before Herb did. Simple as that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
if that's true.
I don't know.
But I don't know if that's false either.
But
So
to my point, back to earlier when we were talking about the agenda, I was saying there's two different. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you got the fuck the system. We gonna do that shit on our own. We got our own shit to build, and then you got the ones that's like, I don't know what that mean. And then you got the other ones that's like, nah, let's work in the system. And it's like, who you gonna roll with? It's tough.
what I can.
But I was
say-
saying that to Jimmy's point of they built the infrastructure, so that's why they feel like fuck all this shit because
Hey, look.
yeah, because it's like, what's the point? Yeah, we gonna vote and then what? We gonna vote in a system that we trying that oppressed us? Like, what are we doing?
Nah.
You found something?
I'm just saying what the others feel.
Cause y'all got me Googling this shit.
So now you gotta read through it.
Nah, listen to me. So, like Israel, capital Jerusalem, they speak Hebrew, right? They 75% Jewish. Jewish ain't got nothing to do with the Hebrew slave type shit.
Like I said, I don't know.
Oh, I thought it did.
You could be right.
Oh.
You could
I
be
th- I was
wrong.
gonna
I
say,
don't know. That's all I'm
No
saying.
one knows.
Yeah, I don't know. So for the sake, because we don't know,
He finding out.
you finding out. What I will say though about Jewish people that I know about as far as today, similar to what Chiane said,
Ain't this like the Star of David and shit? Like,
Yep.
yeah, they were oppressed.
But I don't know if that was
came
the
together.
you know what I'm saying? There's
They
there's
planned. They
right. That's how I was
strategized,
at. Yeah.
And they said that no more.
Okay.
That's the context of where he trying to get to.
let my people go.
Now keep that thought. So am I on the right path though with this juice? That's what I need to know before I go further.
I mean,
I'm
yeah, that's that's why
before
they're
I-
one of the most.
I went to
Sorry.
So I'm gonna put the mic down.
You did not miss your calling.
I'm used to the headset.
Should I go to that church?
But
What you gonna call it?
oh no, it's gonna be some ratchet shit though.
Hennessy.
Yeah.
How about we come back next week?
Ooh.
Cause I don't want to be. I don't want to be rushed on my decision.
So based off what I heard,
he got to do
My
his
investigative
streets.
report.
based off what I heard, Jews were slaves before. They were before us. They said fuck it, and they fought back.
Y'all can go watch the I don't know what cartoon.
Not saying
it was a
that they
cartoon movie about it.
won. Like I'm sure a lot of them motherfuckers got killed too.
What time period we
Casualties.
talking about?
But-
oh, that what me and Black say, bro. The casualties gonna add up before shit start like really like
100%.
yeah.
When Americans go to war, like the Iraq war, it was over 1,000 people that done died. Like, sad
were-
as it is, we gotta go through it.
We was always entertainers. All the way back to Mandingo and them in the goddamn living room, swinging wood.
Man, Dingo he was a stripper. Oh, let me find
wrestling.
out.
No, they were wrestlers.
Oh, he said sling the wood. I'm sorry.
They were naked wrestling.
Yeah, they were naked wrestlers.
That larceny.
But
Sorry.
no, you straight.
Hey, content.
And we chose to somehow pursue that, you know, and that's why we are the biggest and strongest and best at whatever sport wise.
What was that? Chris Rock. Chris Rock said, and now we have the NFL.
Yeah, and music wise.
Hey, what you said the other week? I'm not scared of you. Who fucking implied that?
anything to do with entertainment.
Entertainment, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We the best at that shit.
We the best at everything.
That's why I said black lives are entertaining, whether you dead or alive.
All right, so I have a serious. Oh, I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
So, check this. That's the route we took. Great at it. A lot of us got rich at it. Cool. What is the number one weapon that the quote unquote white man has against everybody? That defeats everybody. 99% of the time.
Money, power.
Negative.
Mind
Skin
control
color?
over Debo.
Ask that question.
What is the most powerful weapon that the quote unquote white man has that 99% can
Right.
defeat everybody?
Privilege.
Law. They beat you with the law. Charge George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman found out he getting charged with first degree murder. That nigga was on motherfucking, he was on Melrose. His lawyers knew they were gonna beat that shit. That wasn't first degree murder. That what they want to charge him with? Okay, cool. We got that. We don't know
Yeah. No, I feel it.
because we don't know the law. They beat niggas with law all day long.
Did y'all see the officer for the George Floyd case
in the
buying
in the
Oreos
club?
and shit
Yeah.
in it?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, all the more to my point.
And he arrogant with this shit too.
Yeah, nigga was like,
she
what?
said,
Yeah,
"Are
you
you?" Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
God damn.
So, Jews took another route.
Y'all watch How to Get Away with Murder?
You dig what I'm saying? Jews, once they
They
did whatever they did, you know, fought back, whatever, they came together. They didn't take the entertainment route per se, although they own that shit now. By the
I was
way,
like, did they?
by the way, they pursued law.
I feel you. I was about to say, I became.
You know what I'm saying? Because to beat them, shit, you got to understand
You got to
them.
know it.
You got to get on their level, and then you got to get above their level, and that's what Jews did.
What era of
that's-
Jews we talking about, bro?
Well, today we're talking about.
Yeah,
today.
to,
Nah,
to my,
I'm saying like
I'm gonna say
I said what I
Holocaust on 4. I can't.
you going with Holocaust.
Because Holocaust is definitely persecution of Jews that were killed by Germans.
But see,
And
they
then-
were
and then-
slaves before us though. That's why I was getting.
Yeah.
I was
no,
getting
no. You're
So
right.
I'm
You're
asking
right.
what era,
Holocaust.
like,
For the
'cause-
sake of this conversation,
'cause-
it feels better if you say Holocaust before. So going back to slavery back then, I don't know, but I definitely know Holocaust. They were.
I could be
persecuted.
wrong.
But that's fine. But
I could be wrong.
The point is
Is that
yeah,
they what
They
what
got
did, yeah.
got so good at the game,
Right.
the law game, to the point where I don't give a fuck. You're a rich nigga, Asian, white person. When you get in some legal trouble, who you want to get?
Right.
somebody with a
Motherfucking
Jewish
Jewish
name.
lawyer, not a white lawyer,
Yeah.
a Jewish lawyer.
If we're being stereotypical, sorry, but this is just our knowledge base right now. So
This is the No Buffer podcast. We say what we want when we want. No buffer, just facts.
Shit.
And
It
you
is
really
true.
ain't supposed to say
And
Jew
sometimes-
word on
Like,
It
YouTube.
like
just-
I'm talking about
sometimes
people,
we just be
bro,
hypothesizing.
people with money.
just in case they don't allow this episode to upload.
I see what you did.
We ain't even supposed to say the J word on YouTube.
No, it's
A
real.
word?
Bro,
That's a
like,
word?
bro. This it is.
That's where they
how-
at. That's where they at
yeah,
with this shit.
Yeah.
I'll be very.
We still out here
I'll be
killing niggas for
very
it.
transparent
And I
with
just said it.
very transparent with you right now, right? There is somebody who is Jewish who's gonna listen to this conversation, even though we're honestly trying to figure it out. They're gonna listen to this conversation and say it was anti-Semitic. You can't play with them at all.
I'll never be president, by the way, because this ain't going
But see
nowhere.
that?
I'm just
that-
saying, like you can't for them, and I respect them for it because they figured it out. You can't play with them like that because you play with them any minutia. Word of the week right there.
Ooh,
Small thing
nasty.
out the woodwork.
Hey, what I say all the time?
It's like, oh no, that's not. You know what I'm saying? And I feel them because we gotta look at what they did and figure out how we can do it for ourselves. Because they
Hey,
don't play no games, bro. I'm talking about, in no matter what industry, like around what industry, bro. Like any small thing, it's like, oh, no,
The
you don't
the
talk to me like that.
LGBTQ community does it
Oh, yeah,
all the time.
They'll get you out of here.
Oh, and I don't mean this in disrespect. So don't try to get me the fuck out of here. But
Get you
when we
out of
talk
It
about,
ain't gonna be the
but when-
your playlist no more.
no, they gonna be. Hey, shit. Hey, that's on you. That shit right. But because I was so like, God damn, I got this song too.
Yeah,
but no, I mean they got their shit together, and I don't mean this in a form of like, because then I like people be like, oh, well, they weren't enslaved, and it's like, technically some of them were. More or less than others, but
No,
whatever.
no,
No,
Holocaust
no,
is
no. I'm
jacked
talking
up.
about the LGBTs.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I'm talking about that community.
Yeah,
What I'm saying is,
Be quiet on that.
they took their economic and financial power and used it to their advantage. They seen a discrepancy and went in for it. They know the laws, and they went in and was like, no, you can't do that. They challenged the Constitution and each state law, and that's how they were able to get overturned.
No, that's real. What
But
Jimmy
these
said,
are
though.
things,
Law.
again, that black people have to be taught.
Law is important.
Well, why though? Because look,
What you mean, why?
Because if you, I mean, you ain't
Yes.
me or you ain't got no Harvard degree. You know what I'm saying?
You're
It don't take
right.
a rocket scientist
But-
to figure that shit out. You figured that out by just watching the movement.
You're right.
And we've been watching it. We done watched it
But
several times.
so there was an episode very long time ago that we talked about briefly just day-to-day living. Some people are really just out here and their mind isn't like, they probably don't know what the fuck is happening in Atlanta right now. They have no earthly fucking clue. No. I'm not. Well, what I'm saying is there are people that are like that. There are people that are aware and don't know where to go. There are people that aren't abreast to these situations and these topics. So you'll have a person that's a creative, but they don't know law. They don't know financial. So everything has to be taught. Everybody's not born with that same mindset as you. You have to teach these things. Is it fair? Is it right? No, I feel like everybody should be taught the same fucking shit. but we're not, and we have to teach these things.
Every gay person probably wasn't born thinking the way that the progressive gay people were thinking either.
Right.
So for us white people, you know what I'm saying?
It has to be taught.
At some point, if enough of us doing it, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Usually,
you're gonna be inclined to it,
right.
but you're gonna gravitate to what makes sense to you. So for me, I'm not a law student. Law doesn't. I'm not gonna say it doesn't affect me. It doesn't excite me the way that if you tell me, oh, we can go change a law versus let me talk about how I can be a change in the music industry, I'm going to go towards music. Not because I'm ignorant to law and how that works, but because I can probably better, I've know enough history of music to be better suited in this field. And there's law in music, so I can be better suited in this area versus just strictly law. Because there's different types of law.
I think what Jimmy is saying though overall is that's systematic.
Right.
Because law and all that stuff ain't sexy to us.
Right.
And the reason why it's not sexy to us is systematic.
Kind of is. I like to argue.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But did you go to law school?
Right.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
Too much verbiage.
So I feel that, and it's unfortunate because all of us in here love entertainment.
Mm-hmm. But somebody going into entertainment law versus criminal law versus
going into
whatever
law,
the
period.
fucking law. Yeah, I mean law, period. But I mean,
just,
there's different sectors of it to where that's your field. You know what I'm saying?
100%. But as long as you go to law school and get barred, you can practice any different practice area you want to. But the starting point is going in.
Like I said, everybody got a role.
Everybody got a role.
If your role right now is to plant the seed of law and for me to grow and expand on that, I'm here for it.
And then somebody got to come water it.
Yo, grandma good. Come water,
I hate
man.
y'all.
Hey, we've been talking for about an hour and a half. So
that was solid.
Don't mess it up, man. It's your birthday, bro.
What?
Don't mess it up this week.
Oh wow.
God damn.
Bro, we're a little baby.
Black was sitting on that one, bro. Black must have been sitting on that one, bro. Black was sitting on that one, bro. Hey, Pete. I ain't gonna lie, though, good. You fuck up one time, and niggas be on your bumper like your reputation is out the window.
Bro, judging my nigga character right now.
That black people for you, bro. That's black people for you.
Baby.
You ain't moved no needle, though.
He moved the goalpost. Ain't no needle.
It's cool.
I see what you did there, Chiane. You been clever all day.
What she start you off with?
Shut up.
Magnificent.
I thought
Majestic.
you
Majestic.
you know I had a pun in the clip.
Yeah. Majestic.
Shut up, Black.
I got you. Hey, that's funny. Hey, bro, where's Slim Thug at?
Slim
Still
Thug.
solid, bro.
He just got out of bankruptcy.
See, he got an
Nah, but it wasn't. You feel me? It was just because
That's cool.
This was like 3 years ago.
So we'll see next week. He probably dropped like a album with Pharrell or something.
If he do, I know what's up.
If he do, you officially an insider.
If he do, I know what's up.
Nah, he got his own podcast though. I see him a few times every time I want to look at it. But y'all didn't.
Bro, where'd you come from?
The bathroom.
Y'all didn't talk about the Jay Prince shit.
Jay Prince, no.
We'll get on next week.
We was on culturally shit this evening.
Cultural this week,
Next week will be a little more ratchet.
We had preach up here.
We didn't even get the J. Cole in no name.
We just had that profile come say,
See?
you won't go with that bullshit.
Cause you started with some bullshit. In the words of my brother T.I. We can't help it.
So my word of the week. You get ready, bro. Majestic.
My nigga said she come down.
He said I had to look that one up.
I got to find this out.
Did you? Yeah,
I want to know too though.
Yeah,
I want to know too.
Yeah.
She
I
said
know how to
that like,
spell
you
that
feel
one.
me?
I got it.
Okay. I wasn't even trying you, bro. You know, it was kind of like
Muscle memory.
institutionalized kind
Muscle
of,
memory.
bro.
Call it
Oh,
muscle
the I
memory.
word.
No, I
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to institutionalize you, my brother.
Okay.
It's muscle memory.
All right. Majestic. And see, I feel like it's such a part of me. I was about to spell it. Should I?
Hey, go ahead and throw it in your bio.
Majestic. Having or showing impressive beauty or dignity.
Oh, that ain't you.
Ooh, look, he blushing. She put the lip gloss on like that. That's the drop mic.
Oh, hey, no,
that's
you
the
cuz.
drop
Oh,
mic
hey.
with the lip gloss.
Oh, that ain't you?
Oh, hey, that's all.
That nigga wow.
So
Hey,
good.
bro.
I'm sorry, bro.
Old lady ain't never called you Majestic.
My book, man. My book this week. I'm gonna throw it back. The Alchemist. The Alchemist. I was talking to my boy. He reading that right now. And
I love that book.
I read that and it was. I got to get it back, man. I gave it to somebody, and I never got it back. And that's I learned my lesson. Like, never let people borrow books.
Hey,
I just buy.
Hey, be impeccable with your word. It's
Exactly.
one of the first agreements.
Exactly. But nah, I thought that was a good book. It just really talk about a guy that's on this journey. It's a story in a sense. He on this journey, and it just talk about, you know, you can relate it to life because we all going through things. There's one thing in the book called Omens, and it's basically like signs of life.
My
So,
nigga, you
I
dropped
think
2
it's a good
books
book.
in one segment. That's dope.
No, that's the same book.
Not like how you do that.
Oh, yeah. The Alchemist. I don't know the author. I'm talking about here. Good. But
I'll
His
find
Polo Cello, if I'm not
yep, I
mistaken.
know it's cello. Yeah, cello.
You know that nigga.
Man, we talking about black empowerment.
What that shit he said the other week, bro? He said, he said,
He said, I
I
ain't
don't know
ready
what
yet.
kind, we talking about cologne.
Oh.
He said, I don't know what kind it is, but
Man.
yeah, that shit fire. What? What was it, Crow?
It was the Cold Black Armani Cold Black.
Now you remember.
Stuttered a few times. Sorry. Pick yourself up.
He good.
All right, so my shout out of the week, shameless plug because I got on a t-shirt, but since we on the I ain't gonna say wave because we've always been a wave, but since we're on the topic of black businesses, I like to give a shout out to God is Dope. I don't know if the sale is still going on right now, but they did have a Juneteenth sale, some really dope exclusive Juneteenth hoodies and t-shirts that were $9.99, excuse me. But I want to give a shout out to them because, you know, they're solid people. They got really dope merch. It's simple. It's clean. You can wear it anywhere. You can wear whatever fuck you want anywhere. But more importantly, you can wear that anywhere. And people just really get the message that God is dope. You know, I'm not going to hit you with he can be whatever color you want because that nigga was black and God is my nigga. So God is dope. And that's my shout out of the week. So without further ado, thank y'all for tuning in to another beautiful black episode, more culturally than Ratchet episode of the No Buffer podcast. The Culture Ratchet podcast to say what we want, no buffer, just facts.
Hold on. Let's get another shot from my man Good.
Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and pull up. Yeah. My nigga look like absurd. Sir. Sir. Oh, he pulling shots for real, for real.
92, man.
Tim. No, I can't see enough. There we go. She wants to want
Black. I don't know if H is in the presence.
Black.
Come on, Black.
H.
Come on, come pull up. Come put some hairs on your chest. No, it's not cognac.
Bring your
What's
ass.
wrong
I'm
with
taking
you,
birthday
bruh?
shots, man. You gonna take a shot for your man?
It's brown. It's bourbon whiskey. What's wrong with this nigga?
H.
He on the phone or something.
Oh, he in the bathroom.
Nah, he on.
In the
Since he ain't coming, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Good, for being a great DJ, great producer, great person, great father, great husband, and all the above. We appreciate you. We love you. Wish you many, many more birthdays. And turn the fuck up, man. You only turn this age once, so turn the fuck up.
Turn there.
So thank y'all for tuning in. We hope y'all poured y'all shots while that was happening, because if not, you're fucked. And we love you. We appreciate you. Shout out to Jimmy Hennessy for being here this evening.
Real
we appreciate
talk, man.
it. My nigga out here.
I'm glad you blessed us with your presence.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for having me.
Came with them gems, bro.
Man, he made me. I was like, I was. Oh, he brought all of it. But no, I mean that conversation is needed, and we appreciate you for being here. And hey, that needed to be said, and I appreciate you,
Bro,
for
whenever
that,
you
for getting
free,
that off
bro.
your chest. Yeah, like
Slide
let's
through, bro.
Yeah,
Can I just? I do want to go on record and say, anybody who any of y'all artists see this and got a problem, be like, I thought y'all didn't do interviews. This family, without
This is
him,
it.
this show don't even happen.
This is the
so,
only person you ever.
Get on out
And
of
this is
here.
what, the third time this has happened.
Yeah.
Second or third. This is
Second.
the
You've been
only
twice, right?
time.
Yeah.
Say,
It's the only time we allow people on here. Him.
It's him.
Don't ever be like, oh, I thought. No, the fuck you didn't. You didn't think that through
Yeah.
because you didn't
There you
watch.
go. So-
and you gotta watch.
Roll
So,
on.
so thank y'all. We love y'all.
bro, everything understood ain't got to be explained, bro.
Facts. Unless you're trying to explain in your DMs.
I was like,
But,
you ain't the one getting them DMs. That's why I said. what I
Right.
said.
I
Right.
get asked in person.
Oh, that's tough.
I forgot
Yeah.
to be on IG like.
But we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Check out the Bro Where. Read that book of the week. Hey, look up that word. They try to use it in one of your sentences today. And check out my shout of the week. And we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we will see y'all black, beautiful, brown, light skin, lemonade, all that asses next week. We out.